What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode in the Barcelona Football Manager 2022 rebuild series. So once more, it's been a few days since the last episode in the series because we've gone to play a bit. The last episode we were entering the new year in January, and now we've gone over to the youth intake day. So yeah, through the rebuilds we're going to do during this year, this is how it's going to be. We're going to start to do like key moments in the year. We might do the first episode at the start, and then we'll go on to January, and then maybe we'll do a youth intake update because, you know, I always love youth intakes, and if we get a good one especially, it's good for a video. And then coming towards the end of the season, so the key parts of a year over maybe 3-4 episodes. So anyway, the main point is, and some of you may be clicking on the video because of the amazing youth intake, I definitely like this when they come as elite talents, but in previous years when they would be like 4-star plus potential, or that 4.5 and then the 5-star, but their current ability, when their current ability is 1.5 stars, or sometimes you might get 2 as well, they're generally very good. We're going to take a look at Lopez, who looks to be a right winger, all Spanish guys there. There's a Cameroonian centre back, but yeah, generally at top clubs, we would be only signing them up like 4 stars plus, maybe 3.5 if I really like their attributes. But Lopez is a right winger. He looks to have pretty impressive attributes for a 15-year-old. Let's just take a look at this for a second. 187 centimeters, so he's a good height and he's quicker as well, considering those attributes can improve. But I'd say maybe his strength, because I like to work on, you know, physicals, like physical attributes in my youth players, because it's important to train those up before they hit 20, or just as early as you can, because after 20 they really will not grow too much more. But he looks like a very good talent. He's right-sided, so I probably would want to develop him into a striker, really, like not a winger. He probably won't be an inside forward, and I like using inside forwards, just how I create my tactics, and I think a lot of people are the same. So he's going to be getting a contract without a doubt. Going to be interesting to see what he's going to want. Yeah, this is another tell as well. When they're coming wanting more than a youth contract, you get the idea they're going to be quite good. So we'll just roll through this. And a different thing about managing in Spain, you have to give a release clause to players. So yeah, just a bit of something different in the contracts. Generally, I like to up this a little bit because I know they're not going to get games anytime soon, so I don't worry about that too much. And even like bonuses, because I know, we're not, even through this rebuild, the rebuilds are generally going to be about, bigger signings, because really he's only 15. He's not going to get near his best like 4 or 5 seasons from now. So, you get the idea. It's just about seeing the type of players that's coming through, of course. And then yearly wage rise, we'll leave that. Maybe a bit more on the wage. Yeah, we get that. So it was definitely a successful one in terms of attacking talents. Now, just a proper striker, natural striker in Josep. Like, same current ability, potential, very, very close. It's that 4.5 there. So he's got some... Oh, okay. He's got some really neat attributes. He's 181 centimeters, so he's a little bit on the shorter side, but he's not too short. Depends who you're asking. But anyway, I'm a similar height. I'm about that 181, 182 myself. Might be speaking from personal experience. But anyway, great technical ability. And he almost... I like this, man. Barcelona, obviously, known for using that false 9. Remember back in the day, that really fits for a Barcelona intake. Like, one of your best high potential players, like, he's as false 9 as you could probably get. He's not going to be like a poacher. Like, his pace isn't there. Like, that's probably the thing. He's slower, and then his strengths are in his passing and first touch. Yeah, he screams, play me as a false 9. So, Josep, I want to see, like, what would his, like, last name be? Okay, Gerabet. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm even saying that right, but not as familiar. I approached to sign him, and are we going to see, is he going to want... Yeah, he's going to want a full-time contract as well. I probably want to up that, like, release clause a little bit. I don't know. That could be almost like a decent poach, this lad. Like, I'd consider it. If you're someone who likes to play with a false 9, he could develop into... Those couple of technicals at 16, they could be 20s. See it as that, mate. See it as that. Wow. Yeah, this lad, Josep, if you like using a false 9, if you don't, yeah, it could be a bit tricky, but He would be almost reworking tactic a little bit. Not too much, though. But then everyone else, even top talents, if you look at Roger for a goalkeeper, for me, he's probably not going to be there. And for the fact of this, doing through a rebuild anyway, he's not going to be the goalkeeper we'll target. So, I don't know, you guys maybe see something in the comments about him. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he'll be good enough. As I said, with youth players at the very top teams, they have to be exactly it. They have to be that elite talents level, 4.5 or 5-star potential. And generally that ties into being more than 1-star current ability. Disappointing that an Australian there. But the fact is, a 3-star potential at Barcelona, he could probably develop. That's the thing. But signing him up would be biased. But maybe you have to think about it in that way if they are from different countries, like this guy from Cameroon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm more seeing it from the country's point of view, I guess. And even a Brazilian there, Marcio Ricardo. That's a different case because, Brazil, so many talents in FM saves. So many regens or new gen specifically. But definitely Lopez and Josip, ones we're going to take through. But even so, we might just track their development more than anything. I want to have, it's all going to be up, we'll show you the situation right now. We are sitting very good in the league, tactics. We're just playing. Ansu Fati's actually got 19 goals. De Jong, a bit of an injury, 7 days to 3 weeks. I like to say he's probably 2 weeks out injured, but maybe 3 weeks until he's fully fit, to be fair. So he'll be missing the next game. We've got a few guys. Gavi, we tried to give him a lot of games he's more come off the bench, to be fair. We've been rotating him, but to get some minutes into him because we want to make sure we have a strong season. But through all the trials and tribulations, doing pretty solid. Sitting at the top of the table, 83 points to 68 of Real Madrid. So, pretty comfortable season. You can see how results have been as well. I have it set up so we can see all the goal scorers. But we've mostly been winning games. I was worried. I was playing against Ajax. I'm like, we should beat them. Away from home, we lost 3-2. But then we went home and just smashed them 5-0. So, how about that? But as I said, through the rebuild series, we're going to have some key points through the season. As I said, maybe 3 or 4 episodes going forward when we get through seasons. I've mentioned it previously how I already want to take a look at some other teams as well. If you want any other teams, probably bigger teams that do have that financial backing, but where it's not going to take 5-6 seasons to rebuild them. But anyway, anyway, you get the point of what we're trying to achieve. So even though we have Milan coming up, we're just going to play Granada in this game because we did cover a little bit of the youth intake stuff. But let's get into this match. And I think something to take note of, I'm like, what's our budget going to be? You can see 37 million there, 500. That's a lot. We probably don't even need that much in the wage budget, but I'm just leaving that to wait. Next season comes around. See what it's looking like. But the fact we're still 44 million in the red, that's why I want to have a good season on. Maybe go all the way in the Champions League as well, just to get in as much money as possible. So it will be interesting to see what Season 2 is looking like. Maybe if you have a prediction, get up in the comments. What's our budget going to look like? And another positive sign, look at this. Top 50 Wonderkids in football, man. This is such a football manager thing to have. Or, you love having this to just take a look at. Out of it, how many of them you could sign anyway. But Fati, Pedri, the top 5 as well. Who's this? What's his first name? Ilias Akomak. Not heard too much about him not on the same level, of course, on Pedri. But he's still decent. I wonder how good he can get. But Fati and Pedri are 2 bigger names. But he's right up there with them by the looks of things. And Fati, he dedicated to me. I appreciate it. But mate, it's your talent. It's you. Josep signed up now. Once more, I always like to see the financial updates from month to month and actually the expenditure more than the income. So, it's not that, it's not like thinking, we'll get into next season and they'll pump a lot of money into the club. I'm not sure if it's going to be as much as we're hoping for. It might need be a couple seasons. Again, the profit this season is still 160 million. We might need that. Might need that for a couple seasons to get back to where Barca were. As well, in Barca B, I've touched on about who's going to replace Sergio Busquets. He's probably the closest in terms of being that taller midfielder and tackling ability. He's very balanced though. I feel like at his best, he'll be still a bit more creative than Sergio Busquets. I still think they're different players, but I feel he's the closest. I feel he's the closest type. compared to the other guys. Like, he's got a bit more of a defensive game. And what I think in our team leaders, you got Sergio Busquets, Piqué, and Jordi Alba. They're not just team leaders, they're really, really experienced players we have there. Generally, it is your experienced players, but that level of, that having Busquets, Piqué, Alba, for what they've had in their careers at Barca, like, they're some nice team leaders to have. So, not just us getting into this game against a mid-table Granada, 10th, maybe not a bad position for them this season. Real Madrid's weren't able to beat Rayo Vallecano there, and they got a sending off on the 75th minute. Oh, especially that last 15, man. I would have expected Real to pile the misery on them. Say pile misery generally when they're already losing, but yeah, you wouldn't think Real were favourites, even without them getting a red card. So let's get into the tactics for today. Not that we're looking to change so much. Dembele, unfortunately, he did have another bit of injury here. So, yeah, he's been missing. He hasn't played a lot this year, and he's probably not going to play today with that level of injury. Demir, yeah, he'll just make the bench there. Even though his sharpness is not the greatest. Memphis probably come in for Coutinho. You can see, yeah, he's not 100%. Also, with Roberto, we're probably letting his contract run out. He's 30 years of age, and I think part of the rebuild, and he's not absolutely star quality. He's 3-star. But, yeah, that's probably somewhere you look for a replacement. And we probably, we have preferred, like, even starting Pedri, Gavi. Yeah, that's our centre mids for the game. And, how we've been playing. Especially when De Jong is injured, missing De Jong. That's a bit of future there, it looks like. So let's head on to the match now. Even though we could have added more on the subs bench, I've had matches where I've just gone in 7, and hasn't been a worry. But we can add more, but it's not been the hugest deal. Yeah, we do have the feel that this should be pretty straightforward, but let's see how we do today. So early highlight, 4 minute, just the 4th minute here. Are we going to defend? Oh, terrible. Suarez, saved by Ter Stegen. Well done. That was important. That was important to save that. Okay, now it's a corner from Memphis. Memphis to Gavi, and he probably should have finished that. Like, he was in a great position and got contact. So, Anyway, it's 0-0. Yeah, it's 0-0 for the time being. Encourage early. I'm seeing us, like if you just look at our match ratings, we look to be playing well early. So we're expecting. Saying that we haven't got a whole lot on target, so we might heat things up in the second half. Yeah, first up we'll do the team talk. Let's just say, no, I'm going to go like thrash arms. Like, no, this is not good enough. We're going to go attacking. Let's take a look at our little setup here. Yeah, we're going to go, still have that slightly shorter, but just, go tempo mad, extremely high. And I'll click on, play through the middle. Not any major changes, but also... let's play a high defensive line as well. And transition. We've already got, distribute quickly. So that's already, quick pace in terms of that. Yeah, I think this should see it just, heat up for us a little bit. Playing a bit more attacking game. And I mean, there's already a corner. And it's Memphis. Unfortunately, I was straight at their goalkeeper. It's not the best. Come on, PK. Controls it well. Gavi. No, it's Memphis. Come on, this is what we want to see. Through the middle. It's not quite. Longley. To Gavi. This is neat play. Jordi Alba. No, Dest. It's like we're waiting. Yeah, we're waiting for this chance. Play it out wide, then cross in. It's beautiful play. And that's why Ansu Fati has been scoring a lot this season. He scored quite a few like that, where he's just the man to tap it in. And it was great because especially how we set up, that's the kind of thing we want to see. Yeah, open up the full back run, and that's why Jordi Alba's got like that play right there is why Jordi Alba has the most assists and Ansu Fati has the most goals. That's why my reaction was like that. It's like, yep, I know that's what we've been doing. So let's go. But the fact that CPU teams keep allowing us to do it, and we kind of do have a favour to go on this left side, which you probably notice, and the fact Jordi Alba, like, this might be not identical, but close. You see, you see that's a focus. Obviously, Dest, he's not as experienced. He's not the same level, but see, he gets it more direct, But yeah, unfortunate. It's a nice little, yeah, I'm happy with the style. And that's where it's down to your players as well, individually. And you've got certain players in your tactic. Oh, no. Wait. Nah, I was going to say that looked a bit fishy. That looked a bit fishy. Ironically, a Luis Suarez could have been scoring. But wait, it was given. It was given. Hold up. I was going to say, initially it didn't look offside, so what was that conjecture about? Like, okay, why was that brought up? Let's just get a goal back. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, beautiful swinging. He's got a few from corner assists from there as well. But anyway, today, we've looked like controlling. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's been a sudden switch. There's been a switch flicked, and yeah, the game's turned on its head so strangely, okay. So this is where we generally go, the Busquets out, Coutinho on. Coutinho and go attacking mid, and we probably really need to heat things up now. We almost need to go, yeah, play a bit more direct. Stretch them even wider. And then a much higher defensive line. Get stuck in as well, like... And even on the bench, De Jong off. De Jong, and let's be on Aguero. Let's bring on Aguero. And Coutinho, I want to use him advanced playmaker. Advanced playmaker, come on. You can tell, I'm not, yeah, you're not really impressed with it. Really, this is not what we had been seeing. What? Like, what's going on? You could even tell we're in control of the game. This has just been a quick switch. Why are they dominating now? That's what I want to know, man. Wow. Wow. I can see how the game is going. Yeah, we're probably not going to come back. As much as we want to, and we probably should be able to, it's you can tell, like, I don't know. There's nothing else, man. Like, we're set up how we should. Quality on the pitch. Maybe a bit of inexperience with Pedri and Gavi in the middle. De Jong injured, so a bit of a miss there. Ansu Fati on the right, so it is pretty inexperienced lineup, to be fair, but yeah, we've been dominating this season. So this is not really a true reflection, which is disappointingly. I felt we had that in the first half. Like, we can have this is not going to do anything, mind you. We'll berate them, but we're not going to see. If anything, they're just getting more free kicks. It's a strange one. Yeah, 61% possession game. A goal here, maybe a glimmer of hope, but I'm disappointed. If anything, they'll counter us. Yeah. The game was written after they scored that third. You could just tell we're not in it. we're not in it. We're not in it whatsoever. Now, we may do something with it now. Like, yeah, can we build something now then, maybe? Fati. Memphis. You can see we're going to waste this, though. Almost, but Fati, come on. Like, yeah, it's not as clean. We're not playing as crisp. Yeah, not as crisp. Yeah, you always felt that was never going in. That's why I wasn't getting too hyped about it. You can just tell that we were a bit off for whatever the reason may be. Like, we're just that touch off. Even this chance here. Whatever the reason may be, you might let me know. Our touch is a bit off. See what Alba does here. That time was straightforward. It's disappointing. Because we know what the game's going to be like now. It's probably going to rush to the end of the game. Yeah, I'm a bit frustrated. But that was another beautiful goal. And that's what I mean. The sense of, that's a goal we're getting consistently. Am I trying too hard for that maybe? But I don't know. And what did I say? I wish I could put money on Football Manager things. I'll be a rich man. I'd be a rich man. I knew there wouldn't be another highlight. Ever so magically. I just had this feeling. But yeah, we're still pretty clear at the top, especially with Real Madrid failing to get 3 points. They still got 1, which was 1 more than us. But I'm disappointed, especially in that second half. As I was saying, our touch was just a bit off. And you could see that. So that's a bit disappointing. But yeah, guys, don't worry about that. Yeah, that result's not too major for us. Maybe we do have our eyes focused on the Milan. But as I said, from this point now, we are going to play to the end of the season. If we do manage to make the Champions League final, we'll show that at the end, as the end of the episode or end of this season, basically. End of the episode. Champions League final. If we do make it there, that will be, the next and final episode of season 1. And then wondering where we're going to go, depending on our budget. Like, forget about the budget. Put your hand over that side. Overall balance. Look at that. We just keep going more into the negative. So that's going to be really, really huge. Magically, still, even though this past month, was a loss, we still made 154 million profit. Like, another amount of that would help for next season. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Of course, that was a negative result, but then our overall results have been very impressive this season. So I'm happy with the football. We've got Barca playing. You can get the idea. We're creating and scoring a lot of goals. That game there was a bit disappointing, and maybe we just have to return. We had a few wins in a row, so maybe it was due to standard FM stuff. But yeah, especially early in the game, it looked like it was going to be a cruising one for us. So yeah, let's not worry too much on that. We'll go playing some more games, and hopefully that also leads to us, making the Champions League final, and we'll see that in the next episode. But for now, if you leave a thumbs up, you want to see more of this Barca series, and just building towards doing more rebuild series, because I've been really enjoying what I have done with Barcelona. I know we're not doing this every single day, but I'm still playing the save every day in terms of maybe scouting a little bit, playing a few games. And then I go back to my journeyman save, which I got on the channel as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I'm uploading that a bit more because, we're just doing generally more episodes with that, a different style of series. Give you a little update. But that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.